Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age 2. So this is a little later. Well, both of the episodes were pretty late today than usual, but we're gonna continue on. So we got a few paths. It looks like. So it looks like there's something over here. So I guess we'll take a look. What's awaiting us?
Blessed are you, Dumat,
Huh?
silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
Dumat. Why does that sound familiar? So yeah, let's inspect the altar. So we got a new quest here. There's an altar of Dumat, one of the... Oh, this is one of the Tevinter gods at the base of the tower. As crevices to accept 4 sacrificial offerings. Huh. Let me take a look at that again. So we can defile it. Okay. Maybe we come back here later. I can't remember if that was the first Tevinter god, or because there was like, because there's been like in Origins there was like up to Origins I think there was like that was like the 5th blight, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Dumat was like I think he was the first one, but I could be wrong on that. Okay, oh god, not spiders. I don't like spiders. No. Alright. So that area has a lot of enemies, so we're gonna do this one. Alright. Then let's go with 3. I like how she's just beating it with the stick. Like if you're like farther away, you use spells, but then if you're close, you just beat him with the stick. All right, let's go with 8. Just kill it outright. Alright, and then let's go with 5. He's about to die. Let's have him drink some potions. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Let's go with this one. Then we'll go with... Okay, so then let's go with... I mean, triplet. It's really good. Alright. Let's see, what do we have? Huh, journal page. Okay, so Paragon Garen refuses to give up. We're the 8th Legion unit he sent after Tethras in the past 5 years. None dare tell him that after so long alone in the deep roads, Tethras is certainly dead. The Paragon insists he will see his heir restored to his rightful place. May the ancestors favor his cause. We followed the path of the other legionaries, and so far, we seem to be on the right trail. We're in a section of the deep roads that appears to have been altered by human magic. So perhaps we'll find some new clue. Some new clue here. We're going in tomorrow. Ancestors be with us. So yeah, it's like at this point, like, yeah, this is definitely the Deep Roads.
Tethras Garen should have been the heir to the Garen clan. But he was accused of killing his sister and sent into the Deep Roads to die.
Huh.
The real murderer was caught. They tried to find him. They never could. Instead, every Garen heir from that time on took the name Tethras in his honor.
Interesting.
Then became a paragon in his own right and founded my clan.
I'm sorry. This is a hard way to learn about your family.
So this was one of your ancestors?
Not directly, but a little closer than I like to come to my past, you know.
So we have a sacred urn of Dumat. The writing on this ancient parchment is barely legible. It appears to be a rite of silence. Before the altar, then these words thrice repeated: gold and jewels, meat and blood, sacrifices to your hungry heart. So I guess we're gonna find more of those urns as we explore through the caverns here. Looks that way. 62 attack. Yeah, definitely I should have done this when I was still doing... I mean, I am still doing the LP, but what I mean is I should have done this a lot earlier.
What a dreadful place. If I were a Darkspawn, I'd plant flowers. Brighten it up.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to help. Like, this looks completely menacing. Alright, let's see here. It does seem like there's something over here, so I guess before we head on over this way, because that looks like that's just progression, and I don't want to lock myself out. No, we want to go here. Yeah, this place is just entirely just, it's just really creepy. Okay, let's see. Huh. So, ritual scroll. So, let's see here. Place the offerings on the altar, kneel before it. With objectivity, these are our offerings, O Lord of Silence. Another health potion. Nice. Alright, let's take a look.
Light those torches up and see what happens.
Yeah, this seems like this might be a bad idea. Okay, let's see. Guessing something's going to attack us. Warden Scout's gloves. Don't think it's any better than the ones I have, but it's like, okay, cool. Alright, let's see. So now that we've done that, looks like we'll just go back over there. Statues look creepy. It's especially after what Meredith was doing. I wouldn't be surprised if more of these types of statues just come alive. Of course, that's because she had the red lyrium, but still, it's like... Now it's like I'm expecting, like, these statues to just come in and attack me. Of course. Alright, so let's go with 3. Let's go with that one. This one will also be good. Then we can go with our mage. Alright, Meryl. Let's do this. Damn. Alright. Let's do that. Alright, you have a wannabe. Let's deal with you now. Alright, let's see here. Let's go 6, 7, 8. There we go. Yeah, it's interesting because most of the LP we haven't not dealt with anything with Darkspawn, and now with this DLC it's like we're dealing with a lot more Darkspawn. Okay, so that's another seal. Speculations on Kirkwall. Huh. Alright, records say Corypheus has been trapped below the Vermont since the days of the Tevinter Imperium. Interesting. Can it be coincidence that the Darkspawn besiege this are more fiercely than anywhere else on the surface of Thetis, or that Kirkwall, the closest city, suffers from endless plagues of violence, lunacy, human sacrifice, and blood magic? If one studies Kirkwall's public records, it becomes hard to deny that some malevolent force has long shaped its history. Could a Darkspawn, even a powerful mage, have such an influence as it slumbers? So this is from a weather journal bearing the Gray Warden seal. Huh. So it makes you really... well, it's very clear because I remember like when... at the very beginning of the game, that like Kirkwall like used to be like... I think it was like a prison or something for the slaves in the Imperium. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some like sleeping like blood magic or something still in there. Alright, let's deal with this guy. Goodness. Like, damn, that's such a cool looking hammer. It's like, I want that. Like, I'm sure Fenris could use that. Alright, listen here. Perfect. I'll just use that. It's like, okay. Of course, we got another freaking shield dude. Alright, put that on. Alright, let's see. Let's go with Alright. It's like they're not too hard, it's just it's like it's a good thing I have like a different variety of companions. Of course, I wish I had Anders. Yeah, you get him, Dark Eater. You show him what's up. Like, shout out Dark Eater for real. It's like, damn, he's taking on a freaking ogre. Definitely don't want to be messing with the Marburies. They're terrifying. Nice. I remember when I first started with Dragon Age, I used to think that the freaking ogres were like this terrifying... They were like a terrifying enemy. Now it's like, eh, they're whatever. They're not that hard. So, let's see here. Okay, so it looks like... Yeah, it looks like whatever is up ahead. So let's see here. Yeah, so that's gonna be like probably like the final one or something. So I probably should head back and interact with that statue of Dumat. Because I don't want to miss out on any items. Even if I'm not going to use them, it's still good to know. Still good to, like, you know, just have them. Because who knows, maybe it is something good. And if I miss out on it, I'll never know. So, okay, let's see. Where do we go? It's around here. Yeah, we go through here. So let's take a look at this quest. So we got Paragon's Heir. A second dead legionnaire revealed that the... Okay. But yeah, it does seem like maybe there's more, though.
Blessed are you, Dumat. Silent and strong, secret and wise.
Alright, let's place the
Accept
sacrifices.
these offerings and share your strength.
Alright, so there's 2 more. So I wonder then if... once we clear out whatever... I guess, like, the final, like, Pride Demon. At least that's what I think it is. But I guess if, like, we clear it out, maybe we're gonna get some more. But let's see... Yeah, this place is really creepy. And that's like the main prison there. It's interesting to see, like, the entire layout. Wait, is this the right spot? Let me see here. No, that's the, that's where we came from. Okay, so let's see. So we go down here. Okay, yeah, this looks like the right path. Yeah, at least I hope we don't have to, I don't have to backtrack stuff, because that would just be a pain if I had to do that, because otherwise I'm probably not gonna, like, you know, like, try to search and see where the loot is, because I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't want this to go on for too long. Alrighty, so now that we're back over here, I hope we don't have to, like, climb through all those floors, because then it's like, damn, this DLC then would take a while, but I don't think that should be the case. And it's a good thing too that, you know, it brought my my storage chest, because I would have been overcumbered a long time ago. Okay, so obviously that's going to be the demon that we have to deal with. So where does that... Well, does it count? Guess we don't see it just yet on the map, but okay. Alright, so let's go with 6, 7, then we're going to go with 8. Alright.
I think that's enough of that.
Well, okay then. I guess we just got a second guess, maybe? Because I have no idea how to tell which... Alright. Let's see here. Let's go with this. Firestorm. Alright, so the next, let's go with the Hail of Arrows. Alright, it's just doing a bunch of shit. The green fire, summoning clones. It's crazy. Alright, let's see. Let's go with Rhyming Triplet. Then we'll go with Bursting Arrow. Alright, this one. So it's such a force that it tears through every enemy along its path. Physical damage. Huh. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh damn, he almost like one-shot my guy. Alright, let's go with 6, then 8. Alright, let's go with this one. Just like a bull, just waiting to pounce against the wall. Stupid. Sit down. Well, okay then. Speed reduction. Pillar of stun chance. Well, since I'm lacking the crit chance, let's go with it. Alright, cool. So, let's take a look at the weapon now. So this is +2 cunning, then +2 critical chance, +2 attack speed. Okay, it's looking good. Of course, I think my dagger I had on before was better. Anyway. Let's see what's up ahead.
He feels the seals weaken. He knows you are close. You must be ready. What's that? Oh, no, no, they're here.
Guessing it's the Darkspawn that's here. More voices in your head?
Who is it this time? Puddles the turtle? The holy cheese wheel of Andras?
The Wardens. They listen to Corypheus. They want to bring him the light. Stop them. You must stop them.
So I guess it's Gray
Something's
Warden.
happening.
Okay.
The prison's breaking down, but it stood up to tunneling before. What can... You have the key, and you've come through the seals. But how? Champion? Are you the one? The same Hawke, child of Malcolm? The Carters said they were close. You must be him. I am Janeka. I lead this unit of Gray Wardens.
Seems everyone's interested in your father.
Then you don't know. Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
So I was actually thinking that the Gray Wardens were maybe like tainted and, you know, like, yeah, they're Gray Wardens, but they're like consumed by the blight or something. So, but they still seem like their sanity's still intact, at least for now. All right, I'll bite.
Let me guess. It had something to do with this fancy thing?
The Gray Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered. But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
Yeah, let's see here, but isn't blood magic forbidden?
My father was a blood mage.
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary. He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
Alright, that explains a lot.
That's why the Carter came after me.
We need your help, Hawke. I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn, and I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity. A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
Corypheus cares nothing for blights. He used you.
The Warden Commander.
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn himself. I know how to harness Corypheus. Use his magic to end the blights.
No. The Wardens knew. Corypheus is too powerful.
Worth the risk. If he doesn't help, it's one more big Darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
A Darkspawn and a mage. Just what the world needs.
Right.
If she has a way to control him, I don't see the harm.
Corypheus calls her, and she listens. She brought him the Carter, sent them for you.
You must help us.
Alright, let's investigate. So why would Corypheus help?
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the blight?
He's no mindless monster. This search for the old gods comes at a terrible cost to his people.
He tricked you. These are not your thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the blights.
Yeah, that's actually terrifying to think about. Like, what happened in Ferelden was nothing compared to, like, I think, like, what happened, like, down south, like, in the here, like, the free marches. Alright, let's see here. Can you trust Corypheus?
How could you trust any deal this Darkspawn makes with you?
Do not think me foolish, Hawke. I am making no deal. I have a spell which can control Corypheus. Bind him to my will. He will be a new, important weapon in the war on the Blights. No more, no less.
So you're gonna bind him to your will?
Are you talking about using blood magic?
Everything that was done to him was through the power of blood. The Wardens imprisoned Corypheus before the Chantry banned such magic. It is the only way to hold him.
A convenient excuse.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think the way I look at it, or at least, like, the way, like, Hawke looks at it, it's that, you know, blood magic hasn't, he doesn't have a good opinion on it. Okay, let's say that. Like, the way blood magic has been used, the way, like, the Imperium, like, mages that were trying to, like, go after, Veneris were using blood magic. So he already has a bad view on it, and it's like, who's to say that this is going to go anywhere, right? There's the chance that this may backfire as well. But, you know, it's like, we haven't really like seen much of the Gray Wardens, so I'm actually curious of just seeing how things go. So fine, we'll, like, say. Plus, the other guy looks like he's, like, insane, so I can't really say he's entirely trustworthy either. So let's at least go with Janeka's plan, and if it fails, we'll stop them.
Larius is a madman. Let's use every weapon we have against the Blight.
No. Would you destroy us all? Do you turn on me, Durston? Alec? Roland? I led you. Who do you serve?
You bastards. With me, Hawke. We must beat them to the seal.
Well, interesting. Yeah, Fenris don't like that, but I'm actually curious to, yeah, let's see. So that's at, you know what, we'll just go for it for now. Already made my choice. I don't want I'm already at 30 minutes. That's insane. Like, how did the time go by? It's crazy. Okay, so let's see here. So... But yeah, I think I was thinking about, like, okay, what choices do we really go with and everything? You know, we can try her ways, and if it fails, then I guess we can then we'll just stop her.
Janeka and the Hawke together?
Stop gawking, fools. Larius and those traitor wardens are on their way to kill Corypheus. Go down the other passage and deal with them. I want them dead.
Yes, Janeka. Look.
This is Larius's doing. I'll deal with it. Go.
Yes, Janeka.
Alright, let's see here. So, isn't the prison weakening?
I broke the seals. How is Larius doing this?
There is more to this place than the seals binding Corypheus. Every inch of this labyrinth is a trap.
Huh.
Larius has been here for years. He knows its secrets better than anyone.
Well, that figures. So will killing Larius help?
If Larius dies, does this barrier dissipate?
Unlikely. But it will stop him from turning more of the prison's defenses against us. Larius wishes to bar my way. Huh. We'll see about that.
Okay, so... looks like we go down this way.
These things are the sources of the magic that powers the barriers. Destroying it will take too much time, but I can affect the flow of magic to the barriers. Let's continue.
Okay, let's see here. So we destroy this one then?
Leave it to me. This spell only seems to work on one of these at a time. It will just have to do.
Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna be here for a while. I thought, like, I was like, oh, we'll finish this in this episode, but nope. It's gonna be a while. Because it's just, this place just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. So he was their commander. It's interesting.
I hope your mage knows where she's going.
Well, she's not... I mean, we're kind of allies, but it's like, I won't call her like she's my mage. Okay, let's see. Alright, so let's break this then.
I'm done with this one.
Okay, so we're gonna go down here. Surprised they haven't attacked us yet. Huh. Okay, so I guess we do that. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Let's just knock him out. Go with 5. Let's get the Marbury out. Alright, looks like that's it. So then, let's see here.
I'm done with this one.
Is that the way we came? No, I don't think we came this way. Well, whatever. We'll just... don't seem it's important, so we'll continue onwards. And then head over this way. Alright, so this is So this is from Larius. Okay, so... My dearest brothers and sisters, I'm leaving to take the last long walk into the deep. I have been a Gray Warden for a full 30 years, and the joining can only hold back the taint for so long. These last 3 months, the song of the archdemons has become not a whisper to me, but a terrible roaring that I cannot endure. My conscience compels me to leave before the corruption becomes too much, before the madness takes over. Okay, this it seems like there's been a typo. It has been my honor serving with every single one of you. I go to the deep roots to meet my death in combat against our eternal foe. When my brothers and Orzammar salute my departure, I will walk proudly in my duty, and joyful in the knowledge that my burden will soon be lifted. Remember me and do not fear your own calling when the time comes. Larius, Commander of the Gray. So yeah, it looks like, you know, he was meant to die, but somehow, like, the corruption, the taint of the blight, you know, preserved his lifespan. So it's like, I think it's a good idea that we did side with Janeka, just because at least she's not going crazy, and he might turn on us on the last moment. Who knows? Okay, so let's see. Helm of Weishaupt. The labyrinth has claimed Warden Commander Astor. Ulrich tampered with one of the magical seals in this place and unwittingly released a demon upon us. Well, of course he did. Of course. Commander Astor ordered us to run. He would hold the creature back while we activated the prison's defenses, trapping them both. The barriers came up, and they will stay up. This was Commander Astor's last instruction, and we will follow it to the letter. We are unable to retrieve the Warden Commander's prize helm and the other trappings of his office. They will not be returned to Weishaupt and will remain within the commander, wherever he may be. Huh. So, looks like we'll probably have to fight him. He's probably turned maybe he's turned Darkspawn? Because I don't think so, because, well, the way, you know, where Darkspawns come from, it's from, like, the Darkspawn broodmothers. Yeah, that looks like we're gonna have to... that's gonna be a harrowing fight. Probably have to fight them. So let's just get it over with.
No further!
No further? Did you really think you could stop me? I will reach Corypheus, and I will harness his power.
No! Never! Your path ends here!
Oh boy. So let's see here, let's go with 6. And then let's do 8. Looks like he has some kind of shield on though. Alrighty, then let's go with 7. Damn, he was like, I've had enough of your bullshit. Alright, let's see here. Let's go with Petrify. I don't know how well this will work. Okay, so... Alrighty, let's see here. Let's go with 7. So then this is a regenerator. Okay. So we got Fortified Golem, Magic Resistant Golem. Alright. Let's see. Alright, then let's see here about... Oh, he's about to die. Damn. Alright, let's throw another one here. Because we probably should deal with this one first, because it looks like maybe he might, like, regenerate the other two. We don't want to have that happen. Alright. Alright, he's about to die too, so better heal him up. Alright, let's see here. Let's get that, and then let's go with Tempest. Alright, let's see here. How about we get these two buffs on? Damn, everyone's just getting getting injured. Gotta end this soon too. Alright, let's see here. Let's go with the bursting arrow. Alright, then let's go with 8. Yeah, that did nothing. Yeah, I think this guy's just super tanky, if anything. Alright. Let's see here. He should be using this. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Alright, let's do the side. Alright, there we go. Now we're doing some damage. Finally. My goodness. Alright. Ornate ring. Okay, so we got a unity ring. Interesting. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys. So tomorrow we shall continue onwards. So we're going to continue going into the Prison Tower Legacy, or that's the name of the quest. We're going to continue going into the Prison Tower. But, or you know, I might also do some of the other stuff here, just because I don't want to spend too much time. But yeah, until then, guys, I shall catch you all in the next one. See you later.